And it was important that we go into this discussion understanding that your brain, your physical mind, is only one aspect of you. It is not representative of the totality of your beingness. And at some level, there must be an acceptance. Now, here is the question. If you can believe that you have a non-physical part of you that is always interacting as you in this physical reality, but you can't observe it in a traditional way that you can with your five senses, you have been taught not to trust it. You have been taught not to trust a very large component of your existence. And so what happens is then you have been wanting to create an experience here in this physical reality. But at the same time, you have learned also not to trust yourself. And then what happens? Somehow over time, the manifestation of your components for the desire that you would like to experience, for the job, the relationship, the particular location, the geographical location, something will happen in your experience that will open up the path to your getting to the ultimate experience. But you are afraid because it requires some alteration, some expansion of your perspective about what has arrived in your field of observation. And so that is when typically the distrust comes in, because you don't have in physical form, your physical mind does not have the perspective, the ability, and it wasn't designed to, it doesn't have the ability to look 5 miles down the road. Your soul mind, however, does. And so your soul mind, your intuitive part of yourself, the magical part of yourself, knows exactly what steps you have to take to get to the ultimate experience that you wanted to have for yourself. And it feeds you, it has the information, but then you become afraid. Because what happens? The physical mind starts regurgitating its knowledge about events and perspectives that it has learned in the past. It starts telling you when to be concerned. It starts telling you what the pros and the cons are, because realize that the bank of information in your physical mind, again, has the information of what has already occurred. For that is its function, is to observe and interpret. And so the physical mind kicks in and the thoughts from its experience, and it comes into competition then with the thoughts from your intuitive mind, your soul mind, you see. But you don't trust those aspects of yourself, and then you come into a quandary. You come into questions. When really, if you trust yourself, your soul is you. So we're talking about you trusting you, and that you, the other aspect of you, is not going to do anything to harm you. It is not trying to harm you. You are not trying to harm yourself. You are trying to achieve the goal that you came here to experience. Your goal was to become, was to walk through utilizing both your physical component and your intuitive component, your soul component, to navigate physical reality and become, walk through the processes of becoming the higher versions of yourself in physical form, wielding the power of the universe, knowing it was always going to be at your command for every moment that you were going to be in this physical existence. And so really what we're talking about today is we're going to be talking about trusting yourself when your cooperative components, when opportunities present themselves and your physical mind wants to kick in with pros and cons. Understand you have arrived at a choice point when confusion comes in instead of clarity, that you can Draw on the strength, the knowledge, and the wisdom of yourself, which is always within you, to navigate freely. You came here to experience that freedom. You did. And so it is from this viewpoint that we're going to be having our conversations today. Again, I would like to express gratitude and appreciation for we are about to have fun. This is not serious work. We need to relieve the energy here. And we need to remind you that you came to enjoy this. You came to have fun. And so we are going to navigate the answers to your questions in a way that will allow you to provide you with an opportunity to trust yourself, trust that what you are creating in your life is good, number one, and it is what you want. Two, and three, it is the path to you experiencing your passions, your desires, unapologetically here in your physical life.